Good evening, I'm David Allard. Coping with the death of a loved one is an experience we're all likely to face. But campaigners say many employers are still not doing enough to help staff who've been bereaved. Currently, only people who've suffered the loss of a child are legally entitled to time off work. And that's thanks to campaigning by a Berkshire mother. One survey found around half of people who lost someone took less than a week off work. 18% took just a single day's leave, while 16%, that's around 1 in 6 workers, weren't allowed to take leave at all. The Co-op is one employer that's increasing its bereavement leave. As Bryony Leyland reports, its policy is being shaped by the experience of one member of staff from Hampshire.
She was my best friend. She was the person that I turned to if I had problems. She was my go-to person for pretty much everything, and we had so much fun together. She was my inspiration.
It's 3 years since Debbie Williams' mother Sue died after a short illness at the age of 65. The shock plunged Debbie into grief. At the time, carrying on with her job as a Co-op store manager felt impossible.
It felt quite negative. You know, how can life go on as normal? How can I do my normal things and stack shelves? And you know, when my world was just, it felt like it had collapsed.
There's no legal requirement for employers to offer people like Debbie bereavement leave unless they've lost a child. Debbie says she was shown real compassion by her local manager, who gave her time away from work and a phased return. Her experience has helped to shape a new universal Co-op policy which doubles the amount of leave available to bereaved staff to 10 days and which Debbie hopes other companies will follow.
We're all human. It's that connection, isn't it? This is like one of the hardest things that will happen to people, and I think we should be there for each other, and I think businesses have got a huge part to play in that experience.
Campaigning on the issue of bereavement leave was first spearheaded by Berkshire mother Lucy Hurd, whose son Jack drowned in a garden pond. Jack's law, passed in 2020, entitles bereaved parents to 14 days paid leave. Bereavement charity Cruse are among those pressing for that legal right to be extended to any employee who loses a loved one.
I think it's better not having a hierarchy of grief, because everybody's grief is unique to them. Everybody's grief is different because everybody has a different relationship with the person that's died. So I think it's really important that it is just for everybody. If you're not careful, you're going to lose valuable members of your workforce. They're going to say, well, I can't cope with this. I'm going to have to leave. Whereas with some compassionate care and a bit of understanding and talking to that person could stop them resigning and maybe continue working for you, which would be a valuable resource that you're not losing.
Great. Thanks very much. Take care. See you soon.
Debbie says she's now functioning well at work again, grateful for the compassion she was shown as she faced up to life without her much-loved mum. Bryony Leyland, BBC South Today, near Southampton.
Next tonight, the Major Crime Investigation Team at Dorset Police is investigating a suspected kidnapping and have made a number of arrests. A man was seen being carried to a car in Bournemouth, and police say they're concerned about his welfare. Alan Sinclair has sent this report from the scene.